Hi guys, and welcome back. De-Crypt here. It's been a little while, a couple of days since I made the last video, and if you remember correctly, when I made the last video, I told you that we were operating very nicely within this triangle. Now, if you look at the blue line there and the blue line there, that is the triangle that I had charted quite a while ago, and if you remember correctly, we dropped out of the triangle for a little while, entered back into the triangle, and I noticed a pattern. As you can see here, let me just move the chart. You can see from here, I charted this little triangle, then we had a little bit of a jump back into the main triangle that we've been following for so long. We followed the base of the triangle for a little while as a support level, and then we formed this little jump and another little sell-off, extended sell-off. And immediately I noticed another little triangle there. We had exactly the same thing happen. It jumped up again and formed another little triangle. Now you can't really see the bottom of this triangle. It became a lot steeper. The yellow line actually starts here and it carries on almost parallel to this purple line. And right then we broke out of the triangle. Now this was very shortly after I'd made the last video. We broke out of the triangle and I thought, well, we've now formed this channel that the price or the graph was, the chart was running in, and it was doing so very accurately and very well. I thought, well, we've broken out now. We're probably going to stay in that channel for maybe one or two more price rises exactly, or waves exactly the same as what has happened here. And well, we didn't see it. We started on one, and then all of a sudden we just fell straight out of the channel. And at that point I was a little bit confused. I didn't really know what to think, but in hindsight, having seen what it has done since then, it actually broke out of this channel that it was trading in or running in, and it came back down to test this line, which is now a support level, which formed the top of our original main triangle. So it has come down, tested that level, it flirted with it there a little bit, maybe dropped below it a little bit, but didn't stay down too long, up and down, under it, over it for a few times, and then it jumped back up again, and it has now come down and tested it once more, and has jumped back up again. Now, in hindsight, I should have actually seen this. If I had not noticed this pattern forming here with this channel, I would have definitely said that we were going to be coming down to test this level at least another twice, or at least two times before anything else happened. But I happened to notice these little triangles and the channel that the chart was running in, and I thought we were going to carry on in that chart for a little bit more. But as you can see, that's not what happened. We've now tested this support level twice and haven't successfully stayed underneath it, which is a good thing. I suspect there is a chance that we might still test it once more. I think that this level here is having some kind of influence on it, but I don't think it's going to form any kind of support level. In fact, it might be even a resistance level. As you can see, we did come above it, but dropped back below it. We've come above it and dropped back below it, but the amount that we are dropping below it is getting smaller and smaller. Now, if I increase my scale just a little bit and widen this, you can see we've had two green candles there for the last 2 hours. We're on a 1 hour chart, or actually, yeah, we've just finishing up on the second candle. So there's almost exactly 2 hours, those two green candles. I suspect from the stochastics RSI, which is now turning up, I suspect that our next candle will also be a green candle. The MACD is now traveling with the MACD itself is traveling just above its moving average, which is a good thing, which means nothing is really changing there. So I don't see anything changing in the trend of the graph for now. In other words, I think we are going to keep on a slight upward trend. Now, what does this mean for the future? Well, one of two things, I think. Either from here where we are right now, we can start on a very slow upward trend, which might catch on and pick up speed and get a little bit steeper and then have a little sell-off and carry on like that a couple of times. But the more times that happens, I think the more enthusiasm the market is going to be gathering, the more speed it's going to be gathering, and the steeper these things are going to get. As I said before, we have passed the end of our main triangle. So theoretically, things should be happening now, and obviously they are. The pattern has definitely changed. I think this could possibly be the breakout we've been waiting for. I'm still confident that by the end of the year, we are going to see the very high numbers, similar to what we saw last year in December. So the longer time goes on, the more drastic these things are going to be when they eventually do happen, in my opinion. So we've just started 10 seconds ago. We've just started the new candle, and I'm confident that it's going to stay a green candle. Now, as I said, where it goes from here is anybody's guess. We could still possibly come down and test this support level once more, at least once more, but I don't know. It might happen, but I'm not confident about it. It's a long way down from where it is now. It's not impossible. It's happened plenty of times before, and it can happen again. But I see we are on quite a low volume, or the last candle was quite low volume, so I don't see any real sell-off happening now. I think the price is steadily going to increase very slowly and with slightly increasing pace. We have, like I said, we've broken pattern, we've ended our triangle, or we've gone past it. I see us getting closer and closer to the obvious breakout that is coming, that everybody has been expecting. But I think this breaking pattern is definitely an indication of something happening. I think we are now poised to actually, well, we have broken out. We just haven't decided which way we are going yet. We've come slightly down, but things are really looking good for an upward movement. Like I said, we've tested this support level twice. It's possible that we could do it once more at least, or we could go from here. So all we have to do now is keep an eye on it. I think this is a positive sign. I like what I see, and I'll stay optimistic. I'm confident of this rise that we are going to see by the end of the year. One more thing I can indicate is that we have once again dipped below our 200-day moving average. I think that is our next target. If we can break above our 200-day moving average once again, I think then we are well on our way to making some gains. Where it's going to go to, I'm not quite sure, but as you can see from this top here, I would imagine this top here would become the next resistance level for the price. Let me just draw a line in here so that we can keep an eye on it. I'm going to draw it the same color as this channel, the purple color, magenta. I will just draw it across here. It's not an accurate line. Let's just leave it there. There we go. Sorry about that. There we go. Okay, I'm going to leave that there for now. Once the chart gets a little bit further on, or actually I should do it right now, is extend that line a little bit further out. Let's just get it nice and parallel. There, somewhere there. That's it. Okay, so I think we just watch that line for now. If we can break through that line, and obviously doing that, we will break through our own 200-day moving average as well. Once we break through that line, I think it's going to be, I wouldn't say plain sailing, but I think then we are off to the races, as somebody I know always says. That's all from me. I'll catch you in the next one. If you're starting to enjoy my content, hit the like button, share it, and also if you'd like to get further updates, hit that little bell once you've subscribed, if you have subscribed, and you will get notifications as soon as I upload a new video. Thanks very much, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.